In 2 months, the Thich Minh Tue phenomenon has, according to experts, broken records for incidents in Vietnam since social networks became a mass communication activity. There have been tens of thousands of comments ranging from simple, sincere opinions to academic analysis. Despite differing perceptions, it must be acknowledged that the Minh Tue monk event, without any leading person or organization, has created a seismic impact in various fields, from literary and artistic activities to new perspectives on spiritual and religious life for many Vietnamese people, especially Buddhists. Hence, I am writing this small essay titled, Monk Minh Tue as a Silent Revolution 2024. We call it a revolution because we believe it will continue to have a long-lasting effect, one that we hope will yield positive outcomes. Initially, the development of online debates about Minh Tue's alms pilgrimage provoked reactions from 3 prominent senior monks of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, VBS: Thich Chan Quang, Abbot of Phat Quang Pagoda; Thich Duc Thien, Vice President and General Secretary of the Visa's Executive Council; and Thich Chan Tin, Abbot of Hong Phap Pagoda. Several profound articles by Dr. Vu The Dung Hanoi countered the loud speech of Thich Chan Quang, while lawyer Le Ngoc Loan Saigon critiqued the mistakes in Thich Duc Thien's statement representing the VBS. Therefore, here, I only briefly note the errors in Thich Chan Tin's lecture at Hong Phap Pagoda. Although this lecture received little attention, I consider it the academic basis of the VBS and those who disagree with Minh Tue's Dhutanga practice of alms. Firstly, Thich Chan Tin's lecture mistakenly considers Dhutanga practice to be an extreme ascetic practice of non-Buddhists, which Prince Siddhartha rejected before attaining enlightenment as Buddha through the middle path. In his lecture, whether intentionally or unintentionally, Thich Chan Tin suggested that the Dhutanga practice Dhutanga Minh Tue follows is not orthodox Buddhism because Buddha abandoned it to follow the middle path. This lecture coincides with Thich Duc Thien's announcement that Le An Tu is not a Buddhist monk, declaring this to the VBS and the public, requesting government intervention. Secondly, perhaps due to his busy management of Hong Phap Pagoda, Thich Chan Tin did not thoroughly read the scriptures. In reality, Buddha only renounced the harsh ascetic practices of the time, which involved punishing the body to achieve union with Brahma. This included limiting food and activities, self-flagellation, bathing in mud or cow dung to ascend to heaven's Svarga. Today, we still see some Indian ascetics standing on one leg all day or self-flagellating. Buddha rejected such practices as they were mere physical forms of asceticism, which did not lead to liberty. Dhutanga, meaning to shake off, is an orthodox Buddhist practice, not an extreme asceticism rejected by Buddha. This practice has been thoroughly explained in the Visuddhimagga, the Path of Purification by Buddhaghosa. According to this text, Dhutanga includes 13 practices known as Dhutanga 13 practices. 1. Wearing discarded robes. 2. Wearing a set of 3 robes. 3. Living on alms. 4. Sequential alms round without discrimination. 5. Eating 1 meal a day. 6. Eating from the alms bowl only. 7. Not eating after noon. 8. Living in the forest. 9. 10. Living in the open air. 11. Living in a cemetery. 12. Living wherever one's place is prepared. 13. Sitting and not lying down. In summary, Dhutanga is an orthodox Buddhist practice, not the extreme asceticism Buddha rejected. Practicing Dhutanga is arduous, requiring extraordinary willpower and a resilient body, hence few can undertake it. Buddha praised Ma Ke-yapa for his lifelong adherence to Dhutanga and entrusted him with the Dharma transmission in the Zen tradition. Historically, both Theravada and Mahayana traditions have had monks who practiced Dhutanga. In Vietnam, King Tran Nhan Tong, after ordination, practiced Dhutanga and was known as Truc Lam Do Da, or Huang Van Dai Do Da. Monk Minh Tue is not the creator of this practice. As he often says, I am just a practitioner of the 13 Dhutanga practices according to the Buddha's teachings. Currently, Minh Tue is notable for his determination to practice this in modern times, especially within the unique context of Vietnamese Buddhism, which emphasizes large temples, festivals, and media propagation. Thirdly, the middle path Madhyamapratipad in Buddhism is not merely a path of moderation between material life and asceticism, as explained by Thich Minh Tue. It is a profound teaching that transcends all dualities towards liberation moksha. The middle path encompasses all teachings and practices, though rarely studied due to a lack of scriptures and the absence of a Madhyamaka tradition in Vietnam. My publications in the Long Though series and the Emptiness have aimed to disseminate the middle path's teachings, hoping to draw interest from Vietnamese readers. Lastly, Thich Minh Tue's concern that adopting Dhutanga will leave no one to translate or study scriptures is naive. Buddhism includes numerous practices often called 84,000 Dharma doors for practitioners to follow according to their circumstances and affinities. The Dhutanga practice is one of the main practices, albeit rarely practiced due to its difficulty. Therefore, praising Minh Tue's practice is like admiring the poet Nguyen Du without fearing that everyone will only write poetry. In conclusion, we can briefly discuss the positive significance of Minh Tue's phenomenon within the context of Vietnamese Buddhism. The background and causes of this silent revolution relate to the global and Vietnamese contexts extensively discussed by many. Here, we focus solely on the current state of Vietnamese Buddhism, excluding sectarian differences and political views. Alongside its